Samsung Galaxy S20 FE 5G was launched last year in late 2020. It gathered a lot of praise from the entire tech community for providing the right number of features for the right price. Unfortunately, this phone did not come to India. What we got was its weaker 4G version, powered by the really disappointing Exynos 990 SoC. Obviously, it did not succeed in India. Fortunately, Samsung woke up and finally brought the 5G version to India 5 months after its global launch. I've been using it ever since. In this video, I'll share my experience of using this phone for over 3 months. Spoiler, it is still the phone to beat under 50,000 rupees if you are looking for a complete package. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get started. Starting with the design, this phone doesn't have anything special to offer. It's definitely not head-turning, but it's also not boring. It's quite simple and elegant, and this color is quite refreshing. Yes, the back is plastic, not glass, but it doesn't feel cheap, and its matte finish ensures that it remains free of any fingerprints and smudges. Its metal frame gives it a solid and premium feel. And the IP68 water and dust proof certification gives me peace of mind. The display is protected by Gorilla Glass 3, which is a bit outdated, and there is a bit of wobble thanks to a slightly protruding camera bump. Still, it feels quite good in the hand thanks to its rounded edges, good weight distribution, and not too big dimensions. Coming to display, this phone does a good job. Its 6.5-inch Super AMOLED display looks really nice. It offers vibrant colors, great viewing angles, and good levels of brightness as well, though it doesn't get as bright as some of the more expensive flagships. In terms of refresh rate, you get 120Hz with 240Hz touch sampling rate, great for everyday use as well as gaming. It is wideband L1 and HDR certified, though HDR is not supported in the Netflix app for some reason. So overall, it's a pretty good display with a few minor compromises. Shifting to the audio department, this phone offers stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos. Here is a speaker sample. Sounds pretty good to me. What do you guys think? Unfortunately, it doesn't have a 3.5mm audio jack, but Samsung does offer some of the best wireless audio products in the market. Also, the Samsung UI has a number of options to tweak the sound to your liking. Finally, the earpiece is also very good. It's quite loud and clear even in noisy environment. Now let's talk about the cameras, one of the biggest strengths of this phone. On paper, it's nothing special. You get a relatively large 12MP primary sensor with OIS, a 12MP ultra-wide sensor, and a 3x zoom 8MP telephoto sensor, again with OIS. On the front, you get a good 32MP selfie camera. Jumping to image samples, you can instantly notice good color parity between all the cameras. All of them offer very good dynamic range as well. With close-up shots, the large sensor creates some nice natural bokeh. Even when it comes to low light, the results are excellent. The ultra-wide also does a decent job with night mode. Coming to the selfie camera, it does a great job in good lighting as well as low light. Now let's talk about the video recording capabilities of this phone. You can shoot in 4K with all the cameras on this phone. This is a 4K 60fps sample shot with the primary camera with EIS as well as HDR. I don't even need to say how good this video looks. The video speaks for itself. Here is another example of its excellent dynamic range in video. This is a video sample from the front camera of S20 FE 5G. This is at 4K 60 FPS with HDR. As you can see, there is a lot of stuff in the background and this camera is able to expose all of them quite nicely. That is quite impressive in my books. What do you guys think? So basically, this phone just hits it out of the park when it comes to cameras, thanks to its no compromise camera system. Coming to performance, this phone is powered by Snapdragon 865, which is last year's flagship processor. So this thing is extremely powerful, easily confirmed by the benchmark scores. Even when it comes to sustainable performance, this phone delivers great results. I tested all these games on it and it was able to handle all of them quite well with consistent frame rates and great graphics. So, while on paper, this phone doesn't come with the latest and greatest processor, its real-world performance gives you no reason to complain about. Another major strength of this phone is its user interface, One UI. This UI is just packed with features. The theme store lets you completely change the look of your phone. Good Lock lets you customize your phone even further, as well as add new functionality. Game plugins lets you monitor as well as tweak your gaming performance. Edge panels add so much convenience to your daily usage. And Secure Folder gives you a highly secured second space to store your important information. When it comes to connectivity between your phone and Windows PC, Samsung phones give you the best experience. With your phone app, you can mirror your phone's display wirelessly on the PC, as well as open all your phone apps on the PC. With DeX mode, you can go even further with a complete desktop-like user interface for your phone. You can also easily drag and drop files between your phone and PC in this mode. It's super convenient. Even with all these features and functionality, the phone remains very smooth in daily usage. In terms of long-term software support, Samsung has committed to 3 major Android updates as well as 1 more year of security updates for this phone. This phone was launched on Android 10. It has been updated to Android 11, so you can expect Android 12 as well as Android 13 and 1 more year of security updates for this phone. When it comes to battery life and charging, I've got mixed feelings. The battery packed inside is a large 4500 mAh cell, so the battery life is pretty good. You can easily expect this phone to last for 1 day of medium to heavy use. So that's the good part. Charging speed on the other hand is the not so good part. This phone only comes with a 15-watt charger in the box, which is quite embarrassing as its competition provides way faster chargers in the box. It takes quite a long time to fully charge this phone with the included 15-watt charger. However, this phone does support faster 25-watt charging, which is still decently fast. This phone also supports 15-watt wireless charging, which is quite rare in its price segment. So, I just feel that this phone should have come with a 25-watt charger, as the included 15-watt charger is just too outdated. Coming to biometric security, this under-display fingerprint scanner is reasonably fast and accurate. The face unlock system is also pretty fast and accurate. The haptic feedback provided by this phone is quite good, though not as good as more expensive flagships. The USB Type-C port here is USB 3.1, so you can get extremely fast data transfer speeds as well as video out functionality. This phone has a hybrid SIM tray, so you can have 2 SIMs or 1 SIM and 1 micro SD card. There is MST-based Samsung Pay as well, so you can use this phone as a credit card with pretty much any card machine, NFC enabled or not. This phone also supports reverse wireless charging for added convenience. When it comes to sensors and connectivity, this phone checks every box. In terms of networks, this phone is obviously 5G enabled and supports a lot of 5G bands. It also provides all the standard features like carrier aggregation, voice over LTE and voice over Wi-Fi. So this phone is just loaded with pretty much everything you can think of. Now let me tell you about my after-sales service experience. Few days back, I accidentally dropped my steel bottle on this phone's display, and this is what happened. The glass did not crack, but the underneath display got damaged due to the impact pressure. So I immediately contacted Samsung and opted for pickup and drop service. My phone got picked up the same day. Next day, an order for the new display was placed after my confirmation. The very next day, my phone was repaired and sent back to me. The phone was in perfect condition and the new display was also perfectly installed. The repair costed me Rs 8,200, which is quite reasonable in my opinion, as this is a high-end 120Hz Super AMOLED display. And the pickup and drop service costed me Rs 200, again quite reasonable. So overall, I had a very pleasant experience with this service. This may not be universally true, but generally speaking, Samsung is known for its good after-sales service. Okay, so conclusion time. Simply put, I just love this phone. Unlike every other phone in its price range, this phone doesn't have any major compromises or weaknesses. It is definitely not the best at everything, but it is also not bad at anything. And all the extras that the S20 FE 5G provides, like IP68 certification, wireless charging, Samsung Pay, Knox security, Windows integration, etc., make it a really tempting package. Yes, it could have come with a faster charger in the box, but other than that, I don't have any major complaints with this phone. Maybe such a positive review may lead you into thinking that it's a paid review, but it is not, and that's a fact. These are just my opinions. Whether you agree with them or not is up to you. Alright, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel down below. Thanks for watching.